Hello, Teacher Victoria here with Lead from Home, and I'm here on our TV coming to you to share some important information. Important. Yes, what is so important that I am on the TV and coming to you to talk about something that basically changed my point of view about how I communicate with others, what I want to communicate with others, and next steps. One of the questions that always comes to mind when checking goals and objectives, currently I am an online ESL teacher, but is that where I want to be in 5 years or 1 year? What if I told you there was an avenue or a path that is just waiting for you? And it's all about communication, about your passion, about what you want to share, the message that you have inside to get to others. And what if I told you that your audience is waiting for you to connect and share this gift, talent, skill, or information, even if it's fun and creative and something totally you, and you think that maybe nobody else is interested? Well, guess what? We have a mighty big world, and one of the easiest ways to get connected is through tried and true social media and your YouTube. As we're checking it out now, I'm coming to you from the YouTube channel, and to make it a little more comfortable, your TV. My TV, I'll share it with you. What is it, or how can we do it? Maybe you're not really sure about what is needed to build a YouTube channel, or what your special skill is, or what makes you you. Or maybe you already know, but have been looking for a way to get to that set. Maybe you even have a small YouTube channel and you'd like for it to grow. Well, here it is. I'm actually on this process too. How did I find out how to use the language of YouTube? And there is a language, did you know? I just learned SEO. Oh my gosh, and that even if you have a YouTube channel and you have content, how are people going to know that you're there? These questions are all answered in the 3-phase framework. And this is why I think it's so important for me to come out and talk to you right now and to share this information. I'm sure you've seen, if you've even thought about it or considered it, branding yourself, branding an idea or a concept or a program, YouTube is going to be one of your best vessels to get there. I say Nancy Taylor has a new framework. I've gone through the program. I'm one of the founding members, and I have steadily grown. I went at my own pace, which I absolutely love. That was one of the selling points for me when I committed to this journey. And trust me, when you sign up with Nancy Taylor, she's your partner. She's your, not anything financial or anything like that, but she's your partner. She's your coach. She's your mentor. And she starts giving us the information right away, right now, and I hope you sign up soon, because if this is even a question in your mind, let's think about there's only a limited number of spaces for her coaching, and I can tell you this right now: the coaching, you got to get it. Those one-on-one sessions are the times. That's what we call them. The one-on-ones are coaching with her. Not to say that you won't see her when you're in the course, but when you have the one-on-one, when it's just you and her, she is actually there, an unbiased party who's gone through the process, who's established herself and her brand, and will give you relevant, relatable information to help you design your content, develop a program that meets your needs. And to tell you the truth, she's the biggest cheerleader. Yeah, she's not out there doing herkies or anything for us. I'm sure she's quietly doing that on her own. But what she is doing is giving us the information, the candid conversations that happen and unfold during those coaching experiences is beyond me. I was so thrilled, and I shared as soon as I could with fellow VIP kid teachers that I had helped during the referral process. And that's how enthusiastic I was. And unfortunately at the time, her course had closed and my friends couldn't join me, but that's okay. I made an entirely new group of friends, and I feel my life is enriched by this, the relationships, the community network, which brings me to my next point. Part of building a brand, part of the next step in online teaching is finding that connection, finding like-minded people, same-spirited people, positive, moving to answer that one question. And that is, where do you want to be a year from now? Do you want to be working overnights, long hours? Do you want to have passive income? Do you want to have another revenue of income in case something happens? We're currently living in a time that is, we just don't know. It's a challenging time. There are changes constantly with whether or not we're able to go without a mask, or are we able to gather in groups of more than 6? Can we travel beyond our 150 miles? And okay, so you get the point. We're in a challenging time. What did that do to our income as a nation? What happened to our professions, our careers? How many of us had to cut back hours or shift our schedule and then reprioritize things? I know that I dropped in income just slightly for 1 month where I had to take some time away from work, but I had another revenue, I had another plan, and I felt secure. I was lucky, I was fortunate, and I'm also fortunate, and I will never ever overlook this. Being able to work from home has brought a different perspective on where my balance is and where my growth is or should be in a year from now. I just welcome the conversation. If you have questions about the content of the program that she has, I know I didn't go into too much detail, but just know that she has this 3-phase framework in her webinar. That's important information too, right? That's going to help you develop your program, your branding, and guess what? She's giving away free content. This is absolutely workable, things that you can implement right now. After the webinar, you should be able to do these 3 things. Right? Yes! I love it. I love it. What are those 3 things? So she has talked about YouTube mistakes. As a new YouTuber, I will say that I probably made a handful of those mistakes. This was before I took her course. While I went through the course, I learned how to do different things, and I absolutely found value in some of the things that she said. And we need to know the mistakes so that we don't make them or teach others to do the same thing. She also gives us a plan. So if there's a mistake, what do we do to fix it? One of those things I had to fix right away because I was so excited, and I named my YouTube channel a certain thing. And the truth was, if I make it so specific, how will I be able to change it if my brand changes, or if I pivot, or if my content changes? It doesn't really match. I want it searchable, and I want it to be general, or basically searchable, right? So she talks about YouTube mistakes and what to do. The next thing that you will learn in this webinar is how to utilize the YouTube funnel, how to make money with your own brand. Now, if you don't know what a funnel is, then you definitely need to check out this webinar that's going to help you get to the next step. I'm so excited to share this information with you. If you are interested and if you have questions, I don't mind answering. This is something that's near and dear to me. One, because of the great networking and connections that I have made along the way that have helped me become a greater, a greater person in the YouTube world. But not just that, they've helped me really finesse some of the ideas that I had, put them into action. And even though you may not see them now, you'll see these projects and these great resources that will come out in the future periodically. A lot of this stuff takes the things that I'm working on are really exciting, and I hope that you all have the same experience. So here I am. I'm going to end it. The last chance is tomorrow. Tune in. I'm dropping it right here. You're going to see it on the screen, what that link is to the webinar. There's one last webinar, the last one. Get in now. I will be in attendance. I will find out who's there. Yes, I can see you out there. You have it in your mind. If you're here, if you followed me through, there's a reason. Go back to that voice inside and say, why did I click this? What did I want to learn? What was my motivation and intent? That's probably something inside that's telling you you've got a message to tell. Share it. How do you share it on a broader scope so that others can learn from it? Maybe it's an experience that you had and you want to share that journey to success, or maybe you don't want others to experience this. There are so many ways that we can do this. It's not just for teachers. That's a myth right now. Busted. It's not just for teachers. This is, or online teachers. This is for anyone that has a message to send out. I know, right? I keep saying it like, whoa, but something that you would like to share, a skill, a project, a program. This is where you're going to start getting that out. And trust me, you won't regret it. So again, I'm so appreciative to this. I wish you all the very best. Don't miss out. Tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. The last chance. All right. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Hopefully, I'll see you in the classes and in our private Facebook group.